We got another mod, y'all. We got another mod for the kayak. Let's see what's in here. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work, y'all. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I feel like I'm still getting water in here. Even though I seal this thing off, when I'm on plane, the back of this is in the water. So I got some little access hatches in here. So I'm gonna take these things off. I think this is a 4-inch hole. If not, I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit bigger. We'll see. I wanna see first before I even like take a drastic measure. So see, we got this right here. Got a couple of screws in there. So I think this is 4 inches. And you see, it can go like that. So let me get it unscrewed and I'll show y'all in a second. I don't know, y'all. This thing was hard to get off. But I mean, look at this. All this water on here. What I did was I dried the front, took my hose, and I started spraying this. Thing is all wet. Started spraying this thing down with the hose. And I was seeing some water drips in the front. In the very front hatch, I had it tilted like this. So I was seeing water dripping. And the only place I was spraying water at was, I spray water right here, which this thing is actually pretty solid. And I was spraying it over this. So it could be this right here too. Look like a little gap right here. So, but I was like, let me try this little mod to see if this will work for me. So let's see if this thing actually fits. Of course it doesn't. Golly. I don't know if I want to make a bigger hole, y'all. I don't know. Plus these holes right here. Well, at the end of the day, it'll still be a good access hatch to where I can. Let me see if this thing has a rubber seal on it. Oh, it has a little rubber washer on it. It has a rubber washer on it, so it would still seal off pretty good. But I would have to just mark this, put this like dead center, mark it on the outside, then take my jigsaw and try to cut around. The only thing is I'm seeing is that these holes gonna still be open. I can technically seal them off with a plastic weld, but I'm trying to think, is it worth it? I don't know. Y'all gonna find out in a little bit in the next segment if it's worth it or not. I'm gonna make a decision in a second. We'll see. All right, y'all, let me think about this. Well, it looked like I made my mind up. I did a pro tip. Haha, pro tip. Don't try to do it like this because you can see my line was all jacked up. But what I did was I flipped this upside down and then I put this on top, and I realized that these are the same exact. So the outside diameter, this outside diameter is the same as this guy here. So I just put it like this and you can get a better circle. So now I'm going to try to cut this with a jigsaw to see how good. Man, I hope I can get this good. I'm going to be crying after this next segment, or I'm going to be like, okay, I'm clutch. We're going to find out in a second. I'm not showing y'all how I'm cutting it though, but I'm going to start cutting it now. All right, y'all. Not a perfect circle, but not as good as the person who did this one, but a little oblong right here, but it's okay. Let's see if this thing fits. Moment of truth. Ooh. Ooh. It actually fit. I just cut it with my jigsaw. Came out pretty good. But before I seal this off, I'm gonna pop these inserts out. This one already came out. I messed this one up a long time ago. Pop these out. I'm gonna cut this stuff right here at an angle and put it in here, and I'm gonna seal off these holes. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So let me pop these inserts out right quick and get that plastic weld. All right, these holes did not come out pretty, but they're sealed up. I don't care how pretty they look, as long as they're sealed up. These two, okay, look like crap, but who cares? I don't. I'm just saying that because that's the best I can do. Anyway, I got the bead of silicone. I'm gonna drop that guy in here now, smush it down. Kind of do that, twist it back and forth. Probably need some more silicone. No, I think that'll be okay once I start screwing it down. Once I start screwing it down, we'll see how it comes out. All right, got the screws in. Like I'm looking at this, the camera making these holes that I patch up look terrible, but in reality, it don't look that bad. All right, I'm trying to justify y'all. All right, so screw this in. Okay, that should be watertight. There we go. There's the first one. Now let me do the next one. This one is gonna be a little bit different because I'm debating if I'm still gonna keep this or if I'm gonna run this to, if I can run this to this hole that I had right here for my battery. I had this hole right here for my battery, but I don't know if I want that transducer wire running like from here, because I'm gonna have to disconnect it, rerun it, pull it back, pull it all the way back, pull it back on top, then run it on here. Or if I want to put a hole on top of here. I think part of my problem was my hole was not an actual 1-inch hole. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Still kind of somewhat sealed off. Let's see. Look at that. No, I think it was okay. See, it wasn't actually a true circle, but I did put silicone. You can see in here, so I think it was technically okay. So I'm debating, but I'm gonna have to run that wire back, period, because even if I drill through here, I need to pull this thing back to run it through the cap. So golly. All right, let me figure it out. All right, we got the opposite side done. My foam kind of got melted a little bit from me doing this plastic weld, but that part is done. I did decide to run that cable. It's gonna run. I'll see if I can run it through here, maybe. Kind of hide it away a little bit. We'll see. Try to hide it through here. So the next thing I gotta do now is just put this on. Jeez, Paul. I'm struggling. Hold on. Hold on, go backwards first. Jeez, I was struggling to get this thing on. All right, it's good now. So there we go, guys. Got the 2 new hatches on there. I don't know if that's gonna solve my water problem, but we'll see. It's good because now if I get water in here, I can always open this up, tilt this kayak backwards, and pump the water out. Because I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm trying a new setup. See, I put my fish finder here. Got my yak attack. All 3 of these guys here. Got some tools in here. Now I have the bait that I'm using for that day in here and in this one. And for the inside here, I need to mount this. I should have came out, but you know what? No, I don't have enough wire, but I want to come out with that right here because this is my light. See that headlight? Got the headlight there. Steady cast here. And what I did was I put both of my batteries in there. Not the prettiest, but it's not permanent yet. I'm still going to test it. That's why I didn't tidy up all the cables. If it works out good, then I go up in there and do all the cables and stuff. So, but yeah, that's what we got. I have to just, I already ran the transducer cable back through here. I have to just seal it off right here, and I just realized that I put 2 yak attack things on here. Good gosh. I may just pull it back. I'll pull it back and take one off. Because I thought about just slicing this, but I'm going to probably need this for something else down the road. Because I know I'm always making changes. So, all right, let's get this together. All right, guys, as you can see it, I didn't run it this way. I decided to run it this way. I kind of just came along. Put a little clip here. Got a zip tie right here. Let me open this up. Got a zip tie here. And I just ran it along and it goes into that guy here, and obviously it comes out here. So that's the install, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Talk to you in the next video. Peace.